Alright, hello, welcome back to Disco Elysium. Today's episode is now close. Open it again. I don't have anyone with me today, so I'm starting a lot earlier than usual again. So I'm not even in a voice chat, but I have Discord open in case somebody tries to contact me through it. My arm isn't as stiff anymore, but it is kind of like rotation locked. Are you gonna tell me it stopped working? Right? Oh, alright, so you're letting it look good. Yeah. Okay. I should make them all threes, otherwise something has to be two. What's in my pick copy this stuff. Assuming I do that, I want to make a big release. So I'd rather be a good dude, so I want to do this. But at the same time, I want physical instrument, right? Or else suggestion, then physical instrument, then interfacing, then empathy. Go suggestion. Because in reality, I can take the kid, but I couldn't take this environment. The Furies at home. Is their address, even if there's water.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever.
To do nothing.
Never, ever.
Never.
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Simply continue or non-existent.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
It's great. Some more.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing. Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
You lost me, never let me go. No, I can't. No, I want to get off now. I like pain and hurt and light. And wanting things from people who don't want to.
Do you really?
I do. Let me off.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself. Got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
There's this giant ball there. An evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball.
How big is the ball?
You can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large.
How small? Hey,
Infinitesimally small.
this thinking it out. Keep caring about. What's that?
Vying for resources. It's just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face. Or you lose.
That sounds like something I would like to do. Let's go.
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man-meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Mother, help me. There's a head attached to my neck in it.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Someone cut my head off. Cut my head off. It's trying to murder the rest of me.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Somehow, you know what Freeze Canadian motor carriage.
I'd like to make one additional save. Go. Do over. The main first portal, color red, is empty. Looks like someone tore at the tape. The song was playing. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says "whirling in rags" on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
See photos in the back that lying bed, street controls. Can I unequip my equipment? I can. It's fascinating. I never bothered to do that. Guess it makes sense. Well, you get experience for doing that. So, jump from my tire.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches.
Oh.
One ends in a tiny.
You. Okay.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Just wear this tie. Negative. I can't with the power measure. Yes, I can. Sweet. Alright. Now let's
The window stands broken in its frame.
visual.
Cold wind blows in. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand. but none of it is recent.
What did this say?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Is this the size of it?
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Maybe it wasn't me.
You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it? This person also forced the drinks on you.
I should go and get that shoe.
The cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
I can't get through here, right? Alright.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Wipe the mirror.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Maybe I should touch it first. Make sure there's nothing wrong with my face.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
What? What's wrong?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
I'm sorry.
Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
At least my tongue's okay.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
Wipe the mirror now.
Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face?
Why?
Why?
I have no idea what I'd say. It just is.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
No.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies.
Please promise yourself you are not going to try it on any of the ladies, whatever happens.
I promise.
You liar. You can't even tell the truth to yourself. Go ahead. Try something.
movie for now.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species.
Okay.
Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right.
Yeah, the million.
Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
So I adopted it.
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
Yeah, they need to add a cooking time when they make it.
The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume le Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head.
How long ago was the new?
Some 20 odd years. There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression, looking good on you, or anyone. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
Anything else? Like who I am, like who am I? Why do I treat myself with oblivion?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco. The rest is darkness. Aside from the useless fact that the motor carriage outside was a caprice canema.
Guess that's it then.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Movie for now.
fan is spinning. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. The lights are off. The blades come squeaking to a halt.
The smell of the sea makes it dizzy. A gust of mighty wind rushes in.
Whittle DD.
There they both are.
Wait,
Two
try saying
identical shoes,
SMTH.
both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet, like two baby crocodiles.
Just something. How do they fit?
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now.
Whittle
truth be
DD.
told.
Oh. I think you're still better than last HT.
Probably.
Whittle DD. You can turn down the game audio if you want to be heard more.
Okay, like that. Like this. Like that.
Whittle DD. I'm just doing my daily moderating.
Like that. Is this good? Yeah, because my microphone is so far away, I can't really speak directly into it.
Whittle DD. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. You might just have to turn me up.
Whittle DD. I was gonna draw, then I realized I wanted coffee, and now I'm going to go with my mom to pay my phone bill.
Hello, officer.
Yo.
Whittle DD. In hot AF weather.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
No.
Wait, I know. I'm a businessman. Chief Executive Officer, right?
The young woman shakes her head slowly.
Okay. Chief Technical Officer.
No. You're a police officer, sir.
Goddamn right, I'm a policeman. And don't you forget.
Okay, cool. I won't.
Whittle DD. Oh, you're gonna be more serious this run?
Mm-hmm. Good. How did you know I was a police officer?
First, I have to ask. Are Are you okay, sir? You look like you're about to throw up. Can I bring you something?
She's right. Something wants to come out through your mouth, right in front of her, right here. It makes you put your hand on your stomach and swallow.
Tell me, how do you know I'm with the police?
Sir, you've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less. Okay,
What kind of
I
business?
couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
How would anyone ever
Don't
be
be
a
so
police
harsh on
officer?
Whittle
yourself.
DD.
They let almost
First
anyone
one.
be a police officer.
You don't remember being a
I
cop or
can
anything
see
else for
that.
that matter. Do you know why?
Could it be because of the drinking?
Try the expression. Come on, why are you still doing this?
I'm at death's door, loaded, a goner, and still, does the longing ever stop?
Alcohol raises testosterone levels,
Whittle
especially
DD.
in men. The
Okay, I'm
levels
off
remain
now, maybe
elevated
I'll
after
drop by later.
inebriation ends and the pain begins. You seek
Alright.
comfort. It's only natural.
She puts out her cigarette.
Whittle DD. I expression worked.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to
Yeah, I get
ask
experience for doing
questions.
that.
It's like you've said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes. You're a cop, Harry. It is unnatural of you not to want to ask questions.
Wait, I have a question before
Yes.
you go. What is this place? Where am I?
You're in a hostel, sir.
No, where are we? Where in the world?
We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
River shore forever. Wait,
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Her accent suggests she is not from around here. She's from Aranye, another part of the world.
tell me, is it 51 now?
It's 51.
What century?
The current century?
And what's that? What number?
Centuries don't have numbers, they have names. And this is the current one.
How many centuries have there been?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
What's so funny?
You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
Your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear me
There was
last
the
night?
usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
Not disco music.
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
OO were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Your mouth just gets hot, doesn't it?
It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
Was I singing this?
Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also,
What else?
that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, so it was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
sorry.
Yes,
Oh shit.
it was very cool.
It's impossible to say whether she's being sarcastic or really means it.
Then what?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted?
No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room. A window was smashed. A tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Is there anything else?
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Okay, you can go now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Don't be shit. Also, she left the lights on stove in the ashtray. Still smoking. Alright. This is when the big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing. I just told David, wanted to make an ace run. Check out the final hour of my life and look for a convo with a kid. I got made a prison bitch because I thought I could redo a conversation. Now though, we're a bunch of grown people. Hey, that's Pyro. Speaker connected to the radio. The music is soothing and static.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast oceanic soul.
My soothing
Utterly. And it needs to be heard. Through a PA system. By other people.
What should I sing when it comes?
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
Of course, they didn't get
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic, small church song. Who's laughing now? No one. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Woman's hand was just a day stuck with a man's hand driving. There's a water cooler. Large bubble is rising from the surface. top roof and I could juice it from the kitchen. Someone's working. The door was closed. Suddenly, the kitchen was open personnel until 1300 hours. Sign reads, mess halls reserved for union members. Doors open at 1600. There were pinball machines on Pyro.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket. A man
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Something tells me you don't like me.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
They're not all in the cup, but I'm also.
Yes, you are. A real decorated hero.
What did I do?
What did you not do? First you took the body down. Then you solved the murder. Then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike.
I guess I didn't.
You're
do
right,
anything.
you didn't. And it's only taken you 3 days not to.
What we're doing on this.
No, I haven't seen you.
A competent worker. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
What happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
I'm talking to him about the.
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on
Oh no.
could the massive property.
Am I? Or did you ride in? Take the... Oh, it's not?
He raises his shoulders like he's going to say something more.
You're right. It's not.
I hear the bar.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only stepping in.
Why did the silver go?
She just, you know,
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying. But
What?
so now you recall. Forget it.
I don't think they'll. Summer door closed for winter. Now let's see how well I can do this. Bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilled. A man is sleeping at the table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tray.
on the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Pick up the pills.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
Hey,
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
hold on. Who is it, Jimmy?
He is your half-brother.
Hello.
His hand.
I'm I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
It is not yet time.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
You mean him? Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, please, I'm a policeman.
Right. And the interviews?
What interview?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like dead
Sure.
bodies.
But did you take it down from the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What if I told you I'm not really a police officer?
We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will. But first, we have to take it down.
Can you be sure from police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General means Internal Affairs. What he's saying is, he's not from the Rat Squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
You mean whatever.
Yes, but I'm not them. I'm from Criminal Investigation.
You said insignia. The white rectangles.
Yes.
They're just white
They are not
rectangles.
just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Ravachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
Shouldn't I have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge?
So told me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
What was
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
I can't remember
I
it.
can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
Let's go.
After you, officer.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
Now,
Sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of yourself.
actually, should I be thinking about this? Looks like drinking hasn't turned out so well.
Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade to yourself, boy. Or better yet, lick that stain off the counter.
I want to see what happens if I do this.
Calmly, the lieutenant looks out of the window, then to you, licking the tasty rum stain off the counter, then out of the window again.
What are you doing? We should move.
You could definitely go for some more. The titillating scent of alcohol in your nostrils was beautiful.
I don't know, that's another flask. You know what I'll do? I'll save this as, yeah, alcoholic.
That sugary black rum, sweet Lord. Maybe you have... Calmly, the lieutenant looks out of the window, then to you, lick...
What are you doing?
Okay. Pondering on whether or not I want the quest. What's on the left option?
That sugary black, sweet Lord. Maybe you have... What happened, man? You get your drink on and your act together.
Okay.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
The Harbinger of Ruin. What is gold and ore like a forest fire? It smells like liquor.
Are you kidding me?
No, man.
It's you. It's obviously you. You smell like liquor. And you're orange.
See, everyone agrees It's your color scheme. We're on the right track with this name thing.
Is this what you get when you call the police now? We've been waiting for a week here.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
Yes.
I have everything. You?
There. I mean, do I have questions?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
He thinks you're stupid, sire.
Oh, exactly. I thought.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Why did you go away?
Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with this.
No, before I asked you where. Now I'm asking you why.
Navin hater.
Okay,
Hi.
you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number.
Yeah.
That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you're
Thank you.
Didn't go.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
Everything has something to do with everything.
Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
That's all.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
I can't quick save right now, right? Right. The last one before this conversation. What is real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
By real, you mean some form of street cred? Oh, I understand. You mean I owe you money?
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right. Money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
What do I owe this place for?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
What exactly is
What
money?
are you, a philosopher?
Yeah. Let's say in an hour. Then you can go without me. Actually, I like it.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay
Um,
things like
sure.
this hostel room or it for everything, really.
Interesting.
Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops can take bribes.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
Why do I need it?
For survival, to pay me. Unless you want to become a hobo. Do you want to become a hobo? There's nowhere else to stay in Martinez, and it's a cold spring outside. Money doesn't make you happy, but it lets you be unhappy for a while longer. If you run out of money, you die. It's like that for all of us. Me too. That's why I need you to pay me. I'm not an asshole.
Is it money?
Yes, it is.
It's 10 plus 20 equals 40. Now down to 90, right?
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
100 times smaller.
Yes,
But that's horrible.
it is.
Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have.
Doc is right.
It does, doesn't it?
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber. That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
You're under arrest.
You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything.
The words leave your mouth as if walking up the stairs. Everything is going fine until you reach the end.
Nope. 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 Don't care that I have to redo the whole conversation. Just skip through the dialogue. Here.
The man,
Yes.
Mister, I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 50.
Are you kidding me? It's you.
see,
Is this what you get when...
Sir,
Yes.
I know it took a...
No, I only...
Do you have enough?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got...
What? Of Martin?
But you still know...
Yes, I know where...
I didn't imply that. I have everything. You?
Yes, yet.
he thinks you're stupid.
Behind this bit. That's easy. See that door that... I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you?
What are you, crazy? Haven't you asked me that already? Okay, you got...
Thank you.
I asked an employee out. She... Good for you. Was...
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh,
The IIR, or
wow, you're a genius. What are you, a philosopher? Money is what grown-up people... Are you serious?
Some do take recompense.
For survival. If you run out of money, you die. It's like... Yes, it is. No, you see, that's... Yes, it is.
isn't it evil?
It does, doesn't it?
There's a shuffle of nylon. That's cop 4.
Let's see. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything.
Did someone order a vague, farcical reading of the law? More than one pops into your head.
Is they not?
But it's not inane. I just... You owe me money.
It is cruel of you. A man has been killed. File a request for compensation with Station 41. We need to work now.
Okay, you'll only have to pay for the window and the drinks. That's 70. I'll get the rest from your stupid station.
Remember the big one.
The ledger does. The ledger has a memory. The drinks are non-negotiable. There's no way your station will pay for them. Don't thank me. You still owe me
That's enough now, sir. Good day.
By the way, where is home? The address is... But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Why did you say that?
No. A scene.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
The trees to make back somehow.
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Let's do the carpet first. And I guess we can do a physical instrument to fight the kid. No, that's streets are its fucking pigs are home, the streets are illegible.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
Sounds like
We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
What's some questions?
Of course. What can I help you with?
We need
Of
directions.
course. Oh, that's right there, in the yard.
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
What about the other side?
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
What's in the east?
The harbor gates? Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too.
Thanks, that's all for now.
No problem.
Why exactly?
Me? I am just a gardener.
You have to make you just go.
I am pleased to meet you too, officer.
What is
Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning. She shifts in her seat awkwardly.
after run?
Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
One more thing. Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
That's it. Yes. -1 interface. Some never picked up.
The worker, isn't it? Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from, into the primordial darkness. A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch.
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, a logistics company who owns and operates the harbor.
Why is he sleeping?
Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
The worker isn't a deep, it's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John. Your fingers find their way into the shackle, flicking open its spring-loaded gate. The metal loop holds the plastic ID and a leather-bound pocketbook.
And the mine.
The man emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Better be quick.
Does the lieutenant see me?
No, he's looking the other way, perhaps purposefully.
Steer the door.
You slip the plastic ID card out of the loop and pocket it. The man continues to snore. Just for the record, you look nothing like the man on the document. You find a black paper note with a woman's profile on it. Seems like this woman lived centuries ago. The note says 5 Real. It feels nice and greasy. Yum yum. Money. Think of all the things you can buy with this. The synapses in your brain fire with glee. The sleeping dock worker has little to say about your actions. He remains silent.
On this one here, start up another one where we investigate the car again and get the kid. Nation.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
Manage your pocket. Physical border. The trade. Translating. Let's do it from right. Let's go from right. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll end this one here. Still up another one pretty soon. About half an hour. So check in with me at about 4 o'clock. Thank you for watching. See you soon.